Expensive repairs can turn your dream car into a financial nightmare faster than you can say, check engine light. Some cars look stunning in the showroom, perform beautifully on test drives, and then quietly drain your bank account one broken sensor at a time. We're talking about luxury sedans with $3,000 headlight replacements, SUVs where a simple air suspension failure costs more than a used Honda, and sports cars that need engine-out service for basic maintenance. The scary part? Many of these are popular models sitting in driveways everywhere. Before you sign that paperwork in 2026, you need to know which cars will punish your wallet the hardest. And number 1 might be in your garage right now. Number 15. Volvo XC90. Starting off at number 15, we have the Volvo XC90. Now, Volvo's supposed to be all about safety and reliability, right? Well, your wallet might not feel so safe. This luxury SUV hits you with about $850 in annual repair costs. And here's what really hurts. You'll be visiting the shop more often than other luxury SUVs in its class. The real headache starts after that warranty expires. Owners report common issues like transmission failures that happen way too early. And when you're dealing with all that Swedish engineering and tech, simple fixes turn into expensive ordeals. One owner with a 2016 model said they'd already dropped $15,000 on repairs before hitting 100,000 miles. That's basically a down payment on a new car. Number 14. Alfa Romeo Stelvio. At number 14, the Alfa Romeo Stelvio tries to seduce you with Italian styling and that gorgeous exhaust note. But behind those good looks, you're looking at roughly $830 per year in repairs. Plus, Alfa Romeo just had another safety recall for seatbelt sensors. And let me tell you something about Italian cars. When they break, they don't do it halfway. The Stelvio's got this habit of developing electrical gremlins that'll drive you crazy. One day your infotainment works fine, the next day it's speaking Italian, literally. And finding a mechanic who knows their way around an Alfa? Good luck with that unless you live near a major city. Most shops will just shake their heads and point you to the nearest dealer, where labor rates start at expensive and go up from there. Number 13. Audi Q7. Coming in at number 13 is the Audi Q7. This 3-row luxury SUV demands $1,200 annually just to keep running, and it visits the repair shop more frequently than its competitors. You know what they say about Audis? They're amazing cars when they're working. The Q7's biggest enemy? Complexity. It's packed with so much technology that when something goes wrong, diagnostics alone can cost you hundreds. Those fancy LED headlights everyone loves? When one burns out, you're not changing a $50 bulb. You're replacing an entire module that costs more than some people's monthly car payments. And don't even get me started on the air suspension. When that fails, and it will, you're looking at thousands to fix it. Number 12. BMW X5. Number 12 brings us the BMW X5. BMW's popular SUV averages $1,200 per year in repairs, and RepairPal gives it a below-average reliability rating. But here's what really hurts. There's a 56% chance you'll need a major repair in the first 10 years. Flip a coin. Heads. You're fine. Tails. You're writing a check for thousands. Common problems include oil leaks from the valve cover gaskets after 60,000 miles and water pump failures that lead to overheating. When that water pump goes, you're not just paying for the part. You're looking at $1,200 to $1,500 for the complete repair. One owner described it perfectly. It's not if something will break on your X5, it's when. Number 11. Jaguar XF. At number 11, we've got the Jaguar XF sedan. Over 10 years, this British beauty will cost you $12,000 in maintenance and repairs, with about a 37% chance of needing a major fix. That's better odds than the F-Pace we'll talk about next, but still not great. The XF is that friend who looks amazing at parties, but always needs to borrow money. Sure, it's gorgeous, rides like a dream, and makes you feel special. But when that honeymoon phase ends, you're stuck with a car that needs constant attention. Electrical issues are common, and when a Jaguar's electronics go haywire, it's like trying to solve a puzzle where half the pieces are missing. and the other half are in British number 10. Jaguar F-Pace. The Jaguar F-Pace. Hold on to your wallet because this SUV will drain $17,000 from your bank account over 10 years. Even worse? You've got about a 50% chance of facing a major repair. During that time, one owner bought a 2017 model with just 27,000 kilometers and immediately needed new brakes and rotors all around. The bill? Over $2,400. That's not maintenance, that's highway robbery with a British accent. The F-Pace looks fantastic and drives beautifully when it's working, but keeping it working is like having a second mortgage. If you think these repair bills are bad, wait until you see what's coming next. The cars in our top 9 make these look like bargains. We're talking about SUVs that cost more to maintain than some people spend on rent, and luxury sedans where a simple check engine light could mean selling a kidney. Number 9. Mercedes-Benz GLS. This 3-row behemoth is Mercedes' answer to the question nobody asked. How can we make owning an SUV as expensive as owning a yacht? Well, they succeeded. Over 10 years, you're looking at maintenance costs well over $17,000, and there's about a 44% chance you'll need a major repair. The GLS is basically a computer on wheels, and when those computers start acting up, you better have deep pockets. One owner mentioned spending $2,600 just for a full fluid service, and that's at an independent shop, not even the dealer. The transmission service alone? $700, because Mercedes decided the transmission pan needs to be replaced entirely since the filter is built into it. That's right, you can't just change the filter. You have to buy a whole new pan. German engineering at its finest, folks. Number 8. BMW 7 Series. Moving to number 8, the BMW 7 Series. The flagship sedan that costs between $850 and $1,100 annually just to keep running. But that's just the average. Owners report budgeting $3,000 to $4,000 per year for serious repairs after years 6 or 7, plus another $1,000 for normal maintenance. One owner with a 2013 750 said it perfectly. The entire thing is a ticking bomb that may or may not go off. These cars are so complex that things you can't even imagine breaking will break, and they aren't cheap to fix. The 7 Series is the car you buy when you want everyone to know you've made it, but your mechanic is the one who really makes it. Makes a fortune off you, that is. Number 7. Audi A8. Number 7. The Audi A8. With annual costs of $1,300 and ranking near the bottom of its class for reliability, the A8 is Audi's way of saying luxury comes at a price. And what a price it is. The A8 is loaded with technology that seemed like a good idea in the showroom, but becomes your worst nightmare when it breaks. Aluminum body panels that cost a fortune to repair, air suspension that inevitably fails, and enough sensors and modules to launch a spacecraft. When something goes wrong, and it will, you're not just fixing a car, you're debugging a rolling supercomputer. The complexity means even simple repairs require specialized tools and knowledge that only dealers and high-end shops have. Number 6. Porsche Panamera. At number 6, we have the Porsche Panamera. This 4-door sports car wannabe hits you with $1,250 in annual maintenance, which is actually higher than the class average of $970. Porsche tried to make a practical sports car, but all they made was an expensive headache. The Panamera combines all the maintenance costs of a high-performance sports car with the complexity of a luxury sedan. Double the problems, double the bills. Parts are Porsche-priced, which means expensive, and labor rates at Porsche dealers will make your eyes water. Even routine maintenance feels like highway robbery. You're paying sports car prices for sedan practicality. Number 5. Porsche Cayenne. Number 5. The Porsche Cayenne. RepairPal ranks it dead last in the luxury midsize SUV category for reliability, with annual costs of $1,230. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. When you factor in everything, owners are looking at almost $12,000 in the first 5 years alone. Common problems include fuel pump failures that cost between $1,500 and $1,700 to fix, and owners report needing to budget around $5,000 per year for repairs and servicing. The Cayenne is Porsche's cash cow, and if you buy one, you're the one getting milked. All right, we're entering the danger zone now. These next 4 vehicles aren't just expensive, they're financially devastating. We're talking about cars where a single repair bill could buy you a decent used car. Number 4 alone has owners spending more on maintenance than some people spend on rent. And our number 1, it's earned its reputation as the most expensive mistake you can park in your driveway. If you're considering any of these next 4, you might want to sit down. Number 4. Land Rover Discovery. Always unscheduled maintenance. This British off-roader will cost you $17,500 over 10 years, and there's a greater than 51% chance you'll face a major repair. That's worse odds than a coin flip. Land Rover's idea of going anywhere apparently includes going straight to the repair shop. These vehicles are notorious for electrical problems, coolant leaks, and various mechanical failures that seem to happen right after the warranty expires. One mechanic said, "If I had all the money in the world, I still wouldn't buy a Land Rover," citing oil leaks and electrical problems as constant issues. When mechanics won't even buy your car with unlimited money, that's a red flag the size of Texas. Number 3. The Range Rover Evoque. The baby Range Rover that acts like a spoiled rich kid, demanding $1,100 annually in maintenance according to RepairPal. But the real pain comes from major repairs. Turbocharger replacements can exceed $2,500, and transmission issues may cost over $3,000. The first-generation Evoque is particularly problematic, with issues ranging from engine oil leaks to suspension failures costing between $500 to $2,500. The Evoque gives you all the prestige of the Range Rover name, with all the problems and none of the capability. It's like buying a designer handbag that falls apart every time you use it. Number 2. Maserati Levante. Luxury with lag. This Italian SUV proves that Maserati knows how to build 2 things: beautiful cars and expensive repair bills. The 10-year maintenance estimate ranges from $11,400 to $11,700, but that's being optimistic. While it has a slightly better chance of avoiding major repairs than Land Rovers at 26.57%, don't let that fool you. When things go wrong on a Maserati, they go wrong expensively. Clutch issues are common, with repairs ranging from $350 to $1,800. The Levante also suffers from what's known as interior melting, where the transmission or engine gets so hot that plastic interior components start to overheat. You're literally watching your investment melt away. Number 1. The Range Rover. The full-size king of repair bills. This luxury SUV will devastate your bank account with maintenance costs exceeding $19,750 over 10 years, and you've got about a 51% chance of needing a major repair. Range Rover owners can expect to pay around $5,000 per year just in maintenance, with repairs adding another $4,500 annually. One owner was quoted $28,000 for necessary repairs on their 15-year-old Range Rover, including $8,300 for air struts and $12,500 for timing chain work. The Range Rover isn't just expensive to maintain, it's practically a second mortgage. It has one of the highest 10-year maintenance costs in the entire luxury SUV segment, making even BMWs and Audis look affordable by comparison. It's the ultimate status symbol that becomes the ultimate financial burden. So there you have it, 15 cars that'll drain your wallet faster than you can say, "check engine light." I'm not saying these are bad cars. Many of them are engineering marvels that offer incredible performance and luxury. But if you're not prepared for the maintenance costs, they'll turn your dream ride into a financial nightmare. Remember, the purchase price is just the beginning. Before you sign on that dotted line, ask yourself, can you afford not just to buy it, but to keep it running? Because with these cars, that second question might be the more expensive one. If this video saved you from making an expensive mistake, hit that like button. And if you want to see more content about cars that are actually worth your money, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. Drop a comment below. Which car on this list surprised you the most? Or if you own one of these money pits, share your horror stories. We'd love to hear them.